Hello friends, welcome back again with me Nopa Widhiyanti in Teaching Indonesian as Foreign Language. Okay, and then here I want to explain about the expert name is Charles J. Fillmore. Besides that, we want discuss about the language strategy of Fillmore. Okay, let's go! Okay, before we discuss further, let's look at the profile of Fillmore. Okay, Charles Fillmore. He was born August 9 and 1929. He was dead February 13, 2014. Was an American linguist and professor of linguistics at the University of California, Berkeley. He received his PhD in linguistics from the University of Michigan. Fillmore spent 10 years at Ohio State University and a year as fellow in the Center of Advanced Studies in Behavioral Science at Stanford University. Before joining the Berkeley Department of Linguistics in 1971, Fillmore was influential in field of syntax and lexical semantics. Okay, next, Fillmore Language Strategy Study. Fillmore at 1965, Fillmore had reorganized that semantics play an important role in grammar. And then Fillmore at 1968, he published this theory of case of grammar. And then Fillmore at 1970, the beginning of the research of language learning strategy. The last, Fillmore at 1979, he studied the language learning process of the 10 language learning strategy questionnaire. Okay, next, I want to explain about language strategy classification. The Language Learning Strategy Questionnaire, or LLSQ, was originally designed to measure 3 groups of language learning strategies. The one is metacognitive, cognitive, and the less social strategies. As a basic classification, following O'Malley at classification metacognitive, cognitive, and social categories were used to identify language learning strategies implemented by students in Indonesia. Okay, I will to explain about a metacognitive strategy. This strategy is considered high-level process because the regulation is condition of this higher order process that cause many to extend to metacognitive level this process. High-level or meta traits. These strategies, also called self-management strategies, are used by students to ingredient and manage their learning. Okay, the second is strategy classification cognitive. The learning classification scheme introduced in general education also support the finding that 2 patterns of cognitive language learning strategies are apparent. The last, social strategies. Among the functions of the social strategies, there are such as asking questions in foreign language, receiving answer, correcting mistake, establishing cooperation, trying to study feelings and thoughts of people the target culture. Okay, now let's explain about category of strategy. The cognitive category is used to classify all cognitive process in SLA in order to identify what are cognitive process. Is it useful to explain 2 basic issues, mental explanation and mental processing? The second category is the social category. To explain concept of this category, it is useful to refer to social psychology. And the last, metacognitive strategy or category include catering learning, arranging, planning, and evaluating learning. Metacognitive category have a more process that are classified to under planning, monitoring, and evaluation.